16 yards right off the bat and a first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the door.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long. Here's Wilson to throw. Forced out to his left. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Though he's seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter, here's another good example.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Flushed out right. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Darrell Taylor able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 38-yard line, 2nd and 11.
38-yard line.
This is Carson. Carson the first down and more. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st down, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 44 yards. And the The Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
A gain of 15 brings up 4th down.
Down, here's Jackson. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Ingram. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Trying to improvise. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson, and he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. On 3rd down, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 41-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson flush to his right. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 28. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And out of bounds right around the 20. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
At the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson on target to DK Metcalf. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in an early hole. First drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. It's the veteran K.J. Wright, the disruptive force. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, he's got his man complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 83 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
His kick is good.
And he's got it up and through.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Now it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Third down.
This time, Jackson will throw it. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at about the 31. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Quinton Dunbar on the tackle. It's a gain of 11.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Here's Jackson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Jaron Reed in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2nd and 10 now, Wilson. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete here.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Flushed out right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. He's got a man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. Hands it off out of the gun. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11 at the 41. They run again with Carson. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Taken down at the 33-yard line. That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they like some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. He may try and run for this. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, it's Carson, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
19-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up. So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. They run it with Carson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 13 yards on the pickup. And this long drive is going to continue as they move the chains again. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch it work, watch it pay, watch it work, can't relate, watch it skirt.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
This time Wilson will throw. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? It also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
He was taken down.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
1st down, Baltimore.
Jackson on 1st down. Brought in left side by Snead. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Ingram again. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
4th down.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. He can run for it, and he will. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Now this time he'll look to throw. And going deep downfield for Boykin. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard strike. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Switch. Watch twins. Hey, easy. Good job right there. Watch the twins.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Single. Check. Hey, look, 48. Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. Watch the run. Bang out. Bam.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And that's incomplete. Wilson, I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Flush to his right. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jackson to throw. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. They go play action now. Jackson. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Intended for Willie.
So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
A 44-yard attempt.
And Tucker left that one out to the right. It's no good, off the mark, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. So it was a golden chance to go ahead here in the final moments, but he misses for a 2nd time in this game.
Brandon, either one of those go, and they might be on their way to a victory. Instead, they're going to have to hold on here defensively just to force overtime.
He's going to air one out. And this one is incomplete. 4 quarters not enough for all even and overtime. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. A 2nd-round pick from Ohio State. Here's J.K. Dobbins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
At the 50-yard line.
Rolling to his right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see, and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Bill Stadium in upstate New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the New Orleans Saints.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And this will not be returned. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Allen, he's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough.
It's 4th down.
They do go for it. Here's Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. From the gun, it's Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. Breeze took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. And you're going to get it. Sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that card.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Allen's throw is complete. Breaks the tackle now with Allen. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. And he completes it to the tight end Knox. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Bills have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balance.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll start with a give to Kamara. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
For New Orleans.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And
nice job there of utilizing his big target. And he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. From just shy of midfield, Breeze. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got this down to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Breeze on the check down. He finds Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Complete to number 41.
Alvin Kamara, 30 yards. And the Saints are back within a score. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
The score, Bills 14, Saints 10.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up and down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
Breakfast at lunch.
Allen going to try and throw on third down. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, but it'll be second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 yards there and a first down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Going deep for Dick. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 35. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs. And sometimes you can be a little too quick. Thus, inaccurate, incomplete.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. Allen going to go on 4th down. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Allen on target there to Stephon Diggs. And the Bills will extend their lead.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, switching gears for a second. Look, Charles, we know it's part of the game, but injuries, again, a big story in Week 5. Most notably, of course, Dak Prescott. Pretty severe ankle injury that's going to keep him out the remainder of the season, and that's really just the latest in what has been a tough year already. Gosh, you could probably build an all-pro team, Charles, with some of the guys who have gone down.
Yeah, an all-pro team, and at worst, a Pro Bowl team, because you're talking about names like Saquon Barkley with the New York Giants, Cortland Sutton with Denver, Marlon Mack, Indianapolis, Nick Bosa, San Francisco, all of them injuries that have them lost for the year. Michael Thomas got hurt in the season opener with New Orleans. We haven't seen him since. Nick Chubb with Cleveland on IR. Christian McCaffrey with Carolina. They've all missed significant time, so it's been a tough year for injuries. Some teams are playing around them better than others, and we'll see how it goes the rest of the year, but we wish all these guys who are hurt a speedy recovery.
So Breeze is going to stay out there, and they're going to go for this on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Breeze. Flushed out right. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. A 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. 14 seconds, all that's left to this first half as they come up on 1st down.
1st and 10.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Flush to it, and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A final shot before half for Allen. He can run for it, and he will. Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And Breeze is intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Singletary here running out of the gun. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
1st and 10.
On 1st down, Allen being chased out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cameron Jordan, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Allen going to get this one to Singletary.
Allen's pass.
It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 10.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score Bills 28. Saints 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So a breakaway for Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 70 yards. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Yes, Michael Thomas is a volume receiver, but he can also make some really big plays, especially with Drew Brees throwing the football.
I love the way you described it. Volume receiver who can also make big plays. In other words, if you underestimate him, he'll run past you or he'll just jump over the top of you and continue to make those big plays.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Eluding the pressure right. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Malcolm Jenkins on the tackle. A gain of a yard.
They go right back to Singletary. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
That's good.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
$14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Well, as we normally do, let's look ahead to what's to come here in the NFL for Week 6. Some changes to the schedule in this most unusual season. But, CD, I've earmarked a few here. I've got Cleveland and Pittsburgh, Green Bay and Tampa Bay. Of course, that's going to be a lot of fun. Arizona, Dallas, Monday night. And then you got Buffalo, KC moved from Thursday to Monday to account for Buffalo playing on Tuesday in Week 5.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and start with that one because that Buffalo-Kansas City game, as you mentioned, was originally a Thursday night feature game. Then they moved it to Sunday, and then they had to move it to Monday because of the juggling of the schedule in this most unusual season. Arizona-Dallas Monday night, that feels like an old-school kind of a game, doesn't it? And now we'll have Andy Dalton, the quarterback for Dallas. And Green Bay, Tampa Bay, that's simple. Aaron Rodgers.
There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, 45 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Complete.
Alvin Kamara with his second touchdown of the night. And the Saints get a bit closer. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Operating from the gun. Allen going deep for Diggs. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
By the Saints.
You've got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position. And he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
He was brought down.
That'll be a gain of 16, and it'll move the chains. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the...
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Fielded near the back of the end zone. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Singletary again. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 12.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. He finds an opening past the 40, as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On first down, they stick with Singletary. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That's Demario Davis navigating his way into the backfield for a tackle for loss. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
A quick throw here out to Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. John Brown, 28 yards. And the Bills will extend their lead. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Next the score, Bills 42, Saints 30.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Harris on the return. The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another first and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Intercepted.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. We look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Going deep for Diggs. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Will Lutz.
Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Lutz with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Bills take over first and 10. At their own.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
At the 13-yard line.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Room past the 20. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
But it leads to 4th down.
Singletary, they'll run for it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Dancing to his left.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On third down, they go with Singletary. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. The Bills send the punter out. And surprisingly, this... And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. What a game it's been for this offense and 41-year-old Drew Brees. Hey, if they get points here, they can finally surpass his age on the scoreboard. Sorry, Drew. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the... EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel, and they're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. On to get us started now, the kicker Chris Boswell. And off we go from Cleveland. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have. Been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Mayfield on first down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down. Here's a first down throw that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
10 at the 43-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays.
Brings up second and a yard.
The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Bud Dupree just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Now 3rd down and long.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be caught for the Browns. Touchdown. Odell Beckham. 44 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
Lining up for the extra.
And the QB rating right now is sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. I think 158.3 is the number one.
No, that's
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Wilson on the tackle. It's a gain of 6. And a Steeler first down.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
It's a gain of 10.
A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. On first and 10 is Conner. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
For his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On second and 12, Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now Roethlisberger getting this one into the hands of Smith-Schuster. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A gain of 8.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be second and very short.
At the 13-yard line.
Shotgun handoff to Samuels, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7. Steelers, nothing.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And this will be caught by his big tight end, Ebron, for a Steeler touchdown.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Eric Ebron there to make the grab. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7.
The kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminated touchdown.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Stephon Tuitt able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Going deep here for Landry. They find some open field here. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. I have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
First down, Mayfield. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Ball carrier.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 50-yard line.
Mayfield now from the 50. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 27 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
At the Steelers.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And some space here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 23-yard run. And once again, the Browns are back in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This is Johnson, he's got it. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
24-yard gain on the play.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
2nd and 11.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. In to throw again. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And
sacked, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line.
6-yard line.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
Here's Mayfield. Now he'll escape to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from
down the numbers. There he goes. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Eric Ebron. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
He's brought down at the 31. That's a gain of 8. Brings up.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Flushed out right. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
49.
And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Intercepted by the Steelers.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Connor. Oh, Connor loses it. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Open man is Higgins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
At the 38.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
And 10.
3rd quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
Back at the 42.
3rd and long for Mayfield. I'll tell you what, he's under pressure again, and down he goes again. T.J. Watt, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Mayfield now. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. His 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys are able to regain the lead. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrated. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45.
Roethlisberger's pass intercepted. Sets up a 1st down and goal.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Following the interception, Mayfield. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Mayfield finding Odell Beckham with a touchdown pass. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
Lining up for the extra point.
And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Good. Makes the score Browns 27. Steelers.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Yeah, some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
29-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 29, Roethlisberger. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Connor. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
James Conner.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Roethlisberger. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
It's a pickup of 6.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. 1st down, Pittsburgh.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Again, it's Roethlisberger. And
And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
To Eric Ebron.
Eric Ebron, 26 yards. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Their own 19-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Here's Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
12 yards on the play. Leads to 3rd down and 1.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
There on the tackle.
3rd and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And the gamble fails. It's incomplete. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster.
Roethlisberger's pass.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down.